in a fight. You like Mike. I like girls who like. I like girls who like. Yeah, I like girls who like. 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 Girls who like. I like girls who like. Girls who like. Girls who like.
What's good, prima donnas? Back again today with another video, and if you can't already tell by the fruitiness, we are going to be doing a pride look, you guys. Not one, but two pride looks. Yes, bitch. We took it there and we did two looks this year because my mind, I didn't know what it wanted to do this year. So bear with me. Of course, I am going to be playing with the new Morphe 25L palettes. And I also did use the brushes that came with this collection as well. I'm so excited about this Pride collection. And you guys know rainbow, I'm here for it. Today I'm going to be showing you how the 25L palette works. Is it worth it? So yeah, if you guys want to know the tea on the tea, then you already know. So besides doing my makeup, you guys, I wanted to talk about pride in general and actually open up to you guys a little bit about my sexuality. I'm pretty sure that I probably answered this in a Q&A or something in the past, but if you guys do not know, I am bisexual myself. So this whole month is literally like meant for everybody to express themselves, and yeah, and I never really opened up about this, so I want to talk about, you know, like my little coming out story and, you know, my experience. I'm feeling real gay, I'm feeling real queer, all of that, real rainbow, very fairy, very unicorn, okay? And bitch, I'm ready to go to Pride. I will be at Pride this year in New York, if you guys are wondering. So if you see me, come say hi to your girl. Yeah. If you guys want to see how I got this rainbow look, then keep on watching. Alright, so y'all already know the vibes. Jumping straight into voiceover, we're going to be jumping into this new Morphe 25L palette. So I wanted to start off with the review and also tell you guys how I feel about the brushes. So this collection did come with a palette and a brush set. I absolutely love the brushes. I think that they were so unique, and especially the fact that they were white instead of the regular Morphe, you know, black brushes. So I really like that. So I will definitely say to cop the brushes. As far as the eyeshadows though, so I am going to jump into this red shade. I don't know the names off the top of my head, so I am just going to say the red shade. This red shade was actually a really good red. It's actually a deeper red than what I expected. It's more like a bloody type of red, not like an apple fire truck engine red. I am going to compare this palette a lot to the James Charles palette, only because that is the last rainbow palette that Morphe did come out with, so it is pretty comparable. So these rainbow eyeshadows, I noticed, are a lot more toned down than the rainbow shadows in the James Charles palette. By the way, this was a really good yellow. I actually gagged. It was really nice. But yeah, as far as like the orange and stuff is not as vibrant and bright as like the rainbow shades in the James Charles palette. So I was kind of like, being that this one is actually like the Pride palette, I felt like these shades should have been like really boom in your face. I was so annoyed at the fact that this palette did not incorporate a matte blue, because there was a matte color for every rainbow color in this palette beside the blue. I was just like, what? Why did we just skip out on the blue? But yeah, so I did just have to jump into my James Charles palette just for that blue. But I will say this though, a lot of people have to keep in mind that this palette is only 20 bucks, okay? Like, look at how many shades that you get. Like, that's amazing for this price point. So they're not gonna perform like nobody's $60 palette. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna get what you pay for. So for $20, I feel like that's really not even bad. Like, these eyeshadows, they blended, they have pigment, as you guys can see right here on my eye. You do have to work with them a little bit and pack them on way more than you would with, like, you know, a really good eyeshadow. But it's really not bad for $20. Like, I would say cop it, especially to donate to the cause. I'm here for it. I'm down for this. And as you guys can see, that's a rainbow, bitch. It's a whole rainbow on my eye. They're blending. They're performing really nice. It does have their pros and cons to it, but I say for $20, you really cannot go wrong. So as far as this eye look, as you guys seen, I did pack each and every color on my lid, and then I just blended it out with a small brush with a little bit more of each color to, you know, blend it out into my crease. I did just quickly line my lash line with black eyeshadow, and now I don't know what happened to the footage of me running the colors on my lower lash line. I'm like so out of focus and not even facing the damn camera. Girl, what is going on? So yeah, also did just put some black eyeliner in my waterline because I wanted to give this like a grunge look. So yeah, as you guys can see, like it's really pretty. Like I'm here for this eye look. Like yes, I will say this though, not all of the shades performed as great as others. The yellow was bomb, the red was bomb. I was a little on the orange, a little on the green, but like I said, some shades you do have to work with more than others. So I did just pop on some like golden flakes on my inner corner. That's from Glitter Injections, by the way. And I did just chop up a lash to create these two lower lashes. I don't know, I was feeling really grungy. Like I wanted to give this look not just rainbow eyes, but more like something to look at. So that's why I had to take it there with the glitter and the lower lash. So I am just going to quickly put on a nude lip. I did skip out on the face because I do want to just focus on the eyeshadow and the eye looks for these two looks that I'm going to be doing. For this look, I also wanted to put a glitter highlight. So I took more of that chunky glitter from Glitter Injections. I'll leave the shade down below because I really don't even know. But yes, that gave it a little something, okay? A little something. And yeah, you guys, so that's it for this first look. This one is more of the dramatic look, if you dare to wear this one. Yeah, and I really like the way that this came out. So yeah, that was so far my review for the eyeshadow. So now I'm going to be talking about more or less my sexuality, and of course moving on to the more easier tutorial and the more wearable one. So jumping into this one, I already have my face on because I did go about my day. And I went to an event, so came back, and now we gotta take these eyelashes off. So before we jump into the 25L, I'm actually gonna be going into my Soft Glam palette by Anastasia because I want to do a quick little neutral cut crease at the top because I want to keep the color on the lower lash line. So I'm pretty sure we all know how to do a cut crease by now. I literally just took some browns, rendered in my crease, and cut this shit with some concealer. So okay, moment of truth now. So I really don't open up about this a lot, but I felt like this was a perfect video to talk about it, especially, you know, I do the girl talk on my channel, so here's the time. So as you guys know, I am bisexual. I'm not really sure when I actually discovered that I liked girls. I know that it started at a very young age. Only because like when I used to play, you know, with my friends and stuff, like things like house, I would always want to be the dad. And it was just little things like that. Like I knew that like I wanted to play house and be the father and just weird shit like that. Also when I was a young age, I would also be attracted to girls and girl bodies. But of course I was confused like anybody else when they're young. There's nobody really in my family that is lesbian or bisexual, so I kind of had like nobody to look up to or nobody to talk to. So when I first came out to my mom and told her that I liked girls, I was already in high school. I already had been with a boy. So, you know, I tried, you know, that path. So I kind of already had like experience with being with a guy, but you know, the curiosity still kind of like lingered. You know, I had kissed a girl and stuff in middle school, but it was never like really, you know, full on be with a girl. So until high school. And I'll never forget, you know, I started dating this one girl in my high school, and she was out in the open with her mom and stuff, so she was like more or less pressuring me to tell my parents so that way, you know, she'll be able to come to my house and things like that. So I felt so pressured to tell my mom. My mom was the first person that I told in my family that I did like girls. And I'll never forget, you guys, I just sat down with my mom one day and I just busted out crying. I felt as if like I did something wrong. I just felt like she wasn't gonna understand. I felt like if I disappointed her in a way because it wasn't ideally what she wanted in a daughter. You know, when your daughter does say that she likes girls, you automatically envision her being married and having kids and things like that. So that vision kind of like gets taken away, you know, as a mom. So I was just scared. And I remember I was just busting out crying, and finally the words came out, and I told my mom, like, I like girls. And she was like, wait, what? That's it? I thought you were gonna tell me something more crazy, like you're pregnant or something. And I'm like, no. Yeah, like I like girls and I have a girlfriend. And I just explained the whole shebang to her. My mom was so understanding, you guys. She was so understanding, and I'm so grateful to have her in my life. You know, she's always supported everything that I do. And me and my mom have that relationship where I can sit down and tell her anything. But, you know, there's always that one parent that's not so understanding, and that was my dad. He felt as if I was going through a phase, and he didn't really want me to, you know, be out in the open, because he was more embarrassed of like what other family members would think or what his friends would think. So he wouldn't allow me to like bring my girlfriend and stuff to the house at first. And he'll always say, you know, mean stuff to me. And I don't want to get emotional, guys, but he supports it now. But, you know, he wasn't so supportive in the beginning, not even with my, you know, beauty career. He didn't really support it. My dad is not so understanding as my mom. You know, I love him dearly, but he's more of the hothead and more of the one that like you have to put in work to try to explain things to him. But I will say this, as time did go by, things did get better. And of course, as I gotten older, he's seen that it wasn't a phase. And now me and my dad have that relationship where we kind of look at bitches together. Sorry, Ma, but if we see a bad bitch, she a bad bitch. So yeah, I will say this, in my situation, it is a little bit, you know, confusing, being the fact that I was with a man for so many years. And of course, I do have a 2-year-old daughter. So I kind of could get put in a box where it's like, oh, you know, she has a baby, she's straight. But that does not define my sexuality. That does not, you know, make me not attracted to girls. You know what I'm saying? I am who I am, with a daughter or not with a daughter, with a man or not with a man. You know, I still am who I am. So I just wanted to share my experience with you guys and just talk about it a little bit. Yeah, this was a little bit different for me. I just want to say, stay true to yourself. Happy Pride Month to all of my LBGT community. I hope you guys live it up this month and be your creative, beautiful selves. We definitely about to kill shit at Pride. So yeah, comment down below which look was your favorite. And thank you all for watching. And until next time, guys, bye.